What if one charismatic personality could inspire generations, overcome defeat, and leave his mark wherever he went? A man who never allowed defeat or disappointment to overpower him. A man who turned impossible dreams into reality. This is the story of Imran Khan. The dream begins long before politics, long before hospitals and universities. There was a young man with one dream: to take Pakistan to the top of world cricket. Cricket was not just a game for Imran Khan. It was a mission. Through discipline, hard work, and determination, he became one of Pakistan's greatest cricketers and leaders. Then came 1992. The Cricket World Cup. Pakistan had faced difficult moments throughout the tournament, but the team fought back. And in the final, Pakistan defeated England and lifted the World Cup trophy for the first time. Imran Khan stood there with the trophy in his hands, and an entire nation celebrated. One impossible dream had become reality. But that was only the beginning. The dream to save lives after conquering the cricket field, Imran Khan chose another challenge. This time, it was not about winning a trophy. It was about saving lives. After losing his mother to cancer, he dreamed of building a cancer hospital in Pakistan where poor patients could also have access to quality treatment. At the time, the dream seemed almost impossible. But he refused to give up. With the support of the people, the dream became reality. On December 29, 1994, Shaukat Khanum Memorial Cancer Hospital in Lahore opened its doors. The journey continued. A cancer center was later established in Peshawar, and another major hospital is planned for Karachi. What began as one man's dream became a source of hope for countless families. Another impossible dream had become real. The dream of education, but Imran Khan's vision was bigger than healthcare. He believed that if Pakistan wanted a better future, it needed educated and empowered young people. That vision led to Namal. Namal's educational journey began in 2005, and its college started functioning in 2008 before developing into Namal University. Its goal was to provide quality education and opportunities to talented young people, including students from less privileged backgrounds. Today, Namal says that more than 90% of its students receive scholarships. Then came another educational vision, Al-Qadir University, an institution built around the idea of exploring Islamic education in a modern academic environment. His journey was no longer just about cricket. It was becoming a journey from sport to healthcare to education. Equal education. Imran Khan also believed that Pakistan needed an education system where rich and poor children could receive equal and quality education, because a child's future should not depend on the financial condition of his parents. His belief was simple: give children equal opportunities, and they can change the future of the country. The billion-tree vision. Then came another part of his story, one that many people may not have fully understood at the time: the environment. Tree planting and environmental protection became major priorities during his government. The billion-tree tsunami began in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Later, the idea expanded nationally through the 10 billion tree tsunami program. The goal was not simply to plant trees. It was also about restoring forests and responding to the growing threat of climate change. At the time, some people saw it simply as a tree planting campaign. But today, climate change is one of the world's biggest challenges. And the importance of forests is clearer than ever. Sometimes, the importance of a decision is understood only with time. Entering politics, then Imran Khan entered another field. Politics, a world completely different from cricket. No pitch, no ball, no trophy. Here, the battle was about ideas, leadership, criticism, and political struggle. He continued his political journey through Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. There were setbacks, there were electoral challenges, but he kept going, and in 2018, Imran Khan became the Prime Minister of Pakistan. The man who had once led Pakistan on the cricket field was now leading the country. A different style of politics. Imran Khan's political style was different from traditional politics. His ideas and his approach attracted millions of supporters. But many traditional political circles strongly disagreed with his style and policies. Political tensions continued to rise, and in April 2022, his government was removed after a successful vote of no confidence in the National Assembly. After that, his life entered an extremely difficult political and legal chapter. Cases, arrest, imprisonment, and continuing political conflict. His supporters view these events as political persecution, while his opponents reject those claims. But one thing remained clear. The difficulties did not erase his political presence. Time passed, generations changed, and perhaps this is one of the most remarkable parts of his story. Time passed. Generations changed. The young people who once saw Imran Khan as their hero during his cricketing years grew older, and a new generation grew up. But remarkably, his popularity did not fade with time. For many people, it became even stronger. He was once the heartbeat of young cricket fans, and today, many young people still see him as an influential and inspiring figure. The generations changed, but the connection remained. A savior in the eyes of his supporters today, despite political challenges, legal cases, and imprisonment, many of his supporters see Imran Khan as more than a political leader. They see him as their savior. To them, he represents hope, resistance, and the belief that difficult circumstances should never force a person to surrender. That is why many of his supporters continue to stand behind him. What does true victory mean? If we look at Imran Khan's life only through politics, the story remains incomplete. Because his journey began with cricket. Then came healthcare. Then education. Then environmental initiatives. And finally, politics. Every field was different. Every challenge was different. But one thing remained constant: belief. Belief in himself, belief in his purpose, and belief in Allah. And perhaps that is the greatest lesson from his journey. Success does not mean that you never lose. Success means that defeat never stops you from rising again. Sometimes victory is a trophy. Sometimes it is a hospital. Sometimes it is a university. Sometimes it is millions of trees. And sometimes victory is simply refusing to lose hope when life becomes difficult. A cricketer, a captain, a philanthropist, an education visionary, and eventually a political leader. This is the story of Imran Khan. And perhaps that is why, wherever he went, he won. Wherever he went, he left his mark. Charity message: your one subscription can help make a needy person's life easier. We aim to use 40% of our channel's earnings to support people in need. Thank you for being part of this journey.